Welcome back to Buçeli Gezgin, my channel. Today we're in Bursa, the green city and first capital of the Ottoman Empire. I'll show you how to explore history, food, and nature here for under $4.
Let's go.
I am currently sitting on top of a mountain, overlooking the entire city of Bursa, with its sprawling bazaars and mosques, and the massive green tomb complex down below. And believe it or not, we did all of this for only around 115 Turkish lira, or $4. This video is all about making the most out of your trip to Bursa and showing you that you don't need a fat wallet to have an amazing adventure. Now let's get started. All the scenes in today's video are listed below so you can easily find them. And now, let's start with scene number 1, transport and accommodation. First, to get to Bursa from Istanbul, you can take a direct bus from the main Istanbul bus station, which costs 150 Turkish lira for a round trip or $5. Alternatively, you could take the train followed by a bus, which takes you right to the center of Bursa. However, the train journey alone would cost over 200 lira. Once in Bursa, you can buy a Bursa card for cheap transportation around the city center. The card costs 25 lira, but will be well worth it as each bus ride costs only 7.5 lira. Also, there is a brand new metro line that goes from the train station all the way to the south of the city center. And there is even a cute little tram that runs through the historic streets of Bursa's Old Town. To stay in Bursa, we recommend staying near the Osman Gazi or Hakal districts, where most of the action happens. In these areas, you can easily find hostels ranging from 200 to 300 lira per night, which is about $7 to $10. Now on to scene no. 2. Breakfast. I love waking up early to see the sunrise over the mountains. But what makes it even better is grabbing a sesame bread ring called simit from a street vendor and enjoying it with cheese and tomatoes, while watching the sun peek over the horizon. Yeah, and what a sight it is when the sky turns orange and pink above the snowy peaks of Uludağ National Park. We watched the sunrise from Tofane, which is a fortress-like park offering panoramic views of the city and mountains. While you're here, you'll notice several vendors selling simit and other Turkish delights. Grab a freshly made simit for 10 lira, and head to a nearby cafe or tea garden for some fresh pomegranate juice and cheese. With this delicious spread, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and greens, you'll be ready to tackle a morning of sightseeing. Next, stroll down the hill to the tombs of Osman and Orhan Gazi, the founders of the Ottoman Empire. As it's a 15-minute walk from Tofane, you might want to grab a taxi instead, which will cost around 10 lira. At the time of filming, the entrance to the green and white tombs is free, but please check their website before your visit in case this changes. You'll find 2 enormous mausoleums built for Osman Bey and his son Orhan Bey, who established the Ottoman dynasty in 1299 and expanded its territory across the Balkans. The actual tombs are buried deep inside the mausoleums and are only accessible via elevators. The impressive architecture and peaceful atmosphere make this site a must-visit. Plus, the panoramic views from the complex are truly breathtaking. If you're short on time, you could ask a taxi driver to drive you straight to the viewpoint for an even more spectacular vista. But I highly recommend spending some time exploring the tombs themselves. Trust me, it's worth it. It's also just a 10-minute walk from the Grand Mosque. Now on to scene no. 3. Lunch. If you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that we're huge fans of Turkish cuisine. So naturally, we couldn't miss the chance to try some delicious local specialties in Bursa. However, let's be real. Istanbul has spoiled us with its fantastic and affordable food scene. So finding great eats outside of the big city can sometimes be a challenge. After wandering around Bursa's Old Town, we had our eyes set on trying the famous Bursa kebab, which consists of melt-in-your-mouth lamb served with rice, yogurt, and crispy lavash bread. However, after reading online reviews, we decided to skip the highly rated İskender restaurant because of its touristy vibe and eye-watering prices. Instead, we headed to the Kayan Bazaar, a covered market filled with a labyrinth of alleys packed with tasty treats. Here we found a humble yet inviting restaurant serving up hearty portions of manish for a whopping $2 per person. Trust me, this is a steal considering the generous portions and mouth-watering flavors. Don't miss the opportunity to try this authentic Turkish delicacy when you're in Bursa. On to scene no. 4. Nature and free activities. After lunch, we took a leisurely stroll to explore more parts of Bursa. One of the highlights was the Grand Mosque, a majestic house of worship with a rich history dating back to the Ottoman Empire. built by Sultan Mehmed I in 1396. The mosque boasts intricate architecture and tranquil courtyards, making it a must-visit destination for history buffs and architecture enthusiasts alike. Entrance to the mosque is free, but do remember to dress modestly before entering. As we wandered further into the city, we stumbled upon a charming neighborhood filled with colorful buildings adorned with intricate Ottoman-era designs. These historical houses are a testament to Bursa's rich cultural heritage, and we couldn't resist snapping some photos to capture their beauty. And of course, no trip to Bursa would be complete without a visit to the city's most iconic landmark, the Green Tomb. This magnificent mausoleum houses the remains of Sultan Mehmed I and his family, and its lush green domes and minarets give it a unique charm. We explored the tomb's serene gardens and marveled at its exquisite craftsmanship. It's definitely a must-see attraction for anyone traveling to the area. But if you're on a tight schedule, we recommend skipping the 150 lira cable car ride up the mountain. Instead, head to the Tofan Hill mentioned earlier in the video for a stunning panorama of the city and the Green Tomb. Looking back, we probably would have skipped the cable car anyway, since the weather was on our side and the views from the ground were just as incredible. However, if you have more time and better weather, we say go for it. Another not-to-miss spot in Bursa is the Irgandı Bridge, one of the last remaining covered bridges from the Ottoman era. This picturesque structure spans the Sucru River and features colorful arches, bustling shops, and lively cafes. We stopped for a traditional Turkish ice cream, also known as salep, and admired the street art adorning the bridge's exterior. It's a perfect spot to soak up the local atmosphere and snap some Instagram-worthy pics. For more nature, head to the Botanical Park, a peaceful oasis in the heart of the city. With its lush greenery, serene lakes, and diverse plant species, this park is a great place to relax and unwind. We strolled along the winding paths, taking in the tranquil surroundings and admiring the vibrant blooms. The entrance to the park is free, making it an ideal destination for budget travelers like us. We also suggest checking out the nearby Irgandı Botanical Park, which boasts stunning tulip fields in the spring and offers panoramic city views. Now, on to scene No. 5, Evening and Souvenirs. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the city, we made our way to the Chestnut Bazaars, a traditional Turkish tea garden nestled on the outskirts of Bursa. With its cozy atmosphere and breathtaking views of the city below, it's the perfect spot to relax and enjoy a refreshing cup of tea while soaking up the vibrant colors of the sunset. At only 15 lira for 2 people, this hidden gem is a must-visit destination for those seeking a peaceful end to their day. If you're looking to pick up some souvenirs to remember your trip by, be sure to visit the Tahtakale Bazaar. This bustling marketplace offers a wide variety of local crafts, including the delicious chestnut candy known as Chestnut. Priced at 40 lira for 100 grams, this sweet treat is a must-buy for any visitor. Just be sure to avoid the tourist shops in the city center where prices can be significantly higher. Now on to scene No. 6, Budget Breakdown. We hope you've enjoyed our budget-friendly guide to Bursa and are excited to explore this beautiful city yourself. Let's quickly recap the cost of our amazing day in Bursa. Starting with breakfast, we spent 10 lira on a simit and cheese. Then for lunch, we indulged in a 60 lira gizli, which is enough to share between 2 people. For snacks and tea throughout the day, we spent 25 lira, which includes a sweet coconut candy bar and 2 cups of tea. Local transport cost just 20 lira thanks to the Bursa card. And that brings our total for an entire day in Bursa to only 115 lira or $4. How is that for a budget trip? Remember, these prices are approximate and based on our own expenses. Your actual costs may vary depending on your travel style and preferences. On to scene number 7, Outro. We hope you found this video helpful and are inspired to plan your own trip to Bursa. As we wrap up our time in this beautiful city, we want to remind you that you do and need to break the bank to experience all the amazing things Turkey has to offer. From the historical mosques and tombs to the scenic mountains and bustling bazaars, Bursa has something for everyone. And the best part, you can do it all without spending a fortune. We hope you'll consider subscribing to our channel for more budget travel tips and hacks. Thanks for watching, and happy travels.